Well, hello all. I guess about to do something I've never done on my channel, a product review. I guess I've kind of reviewed things before, but it's always, something that I've picked up and something that I like, or, something I just wanted to share with my friends. But this is the first time somebody's actually contacted me and that I've taken them up on the offer. I mean, I've had some contacts before about things and I just wasn't interested, or it wasn't a product I was willing to endorse, whatever the case it may have been. But like several others in the group, and I think you might have seen some other videos, CW did a really good one last night, Nibs did one the other day, I think Jamie might be working on one. So I'm not sure exactly what list of people Professor Pugh got a hold of, but I'm pretty proud to be in such good company. I mean, those are all good folks. So the reason I took this offer up, it was a very plain, very polite, very short email that said, "Hey, how do I get on your list of product reviews, or get on the get in line?" And I kind of laughed, and my reply was, I don't have a list of products to review because nobody's really ever contacted me to do one. And I normally would have just skipped right over, but nice, short, polite, professional, request. And CW mentioned this as well. It's a made in USA product. Got it labeled right up front. It's billed as such, in the email and on the company website, and I'll put that website link and stuff down in the description. But I told him, I don't do reviews. In fact, I don't know if I'm going to do anything any good. I'm not going to do a cool experiment like CW did. I'm not going to. I'm just going to clean some guns. I mean, I got some things dirty the other day, and they need cleaning, so we're going to do it. I have used this on the previous range trip. I had just gotten it, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. And I cleaned up that Model 94 and the Marlin 336. The 308, the little handy rifle, and did a fine job. I wasn't feeling, greasy afterwards. There was no, bad odor. That's, sort of the selling points others have talked about. It's a plant-based, non-flammable, and, ran a couple of patches through the bore of each gun, let it soak a little bit, ran some more patches through, and, in a normal amount of time, everything came out clean. Now, a lot of folks have tested this against their usual, and I'm probably not going to do that. I'm just going to, I mentioned most of the time what I would use is ballistol, and I also do, fall back for a long time on hoppies. I'm just going to put those to the side. I'm not going to compare them. I'm just going to use what I normally do. Although, I'll try this and we'll see how things function. So I'm not going to bore you with the whole cleaning process. I'm going to kind of do a little bit like Nibs did. I'm going to clean up the 44. I'm going to clean up this 357 that I got really, really dirty the other day. This PSA dagger. This isn't a gun review, but boy, this thing has been running flawless. I don't know how many rounds we put through it yet because I haven't been keeping really good track, but I know my son's put at least 200 or 300 rounds through this thing, and it's been great. So we're going to get these all cleaned up. I got some nice brand new white t-shirt rags. It's one of the benefits of having a teenage son that grows out of things quickly. None of this stuff really got that old and yellowed. It's all like brand new nice white t-shirt material. So I'm going to go ahead and soak this stuff up. Going to run the bore snake through, and I did use the Professor Pugh with the bore snake the other day, so it's already kind of soaked with it. And well, here's a good throwback. CW likes old outer stuff. This was cleaning kits I got from my uncle. There's an old pistol cleaning kit. So I'm just going to go ahead and get to it on these, and I'll come back and show you the mess on the rags and give you my impressions after using it for another time of cleaning. Alright, got done cleaning these 3 pistols, and Oops, make some noise here, panning over. The old 44, yep, she was dirty, pretty bad. Obviously you can see lots of gunk on the rags. Did just fine on the wood grips. I mean, I've got no issues. It's not, oily. It didn't soak in and make it discolored or anything. They seem just fine. The rest of the revolver, I mean, it's in a little bit of rough shape anyway, but it does have, a little bit of oil, coating on it for that protection. Everything cleaned up real nice. Everything's lubricated well. I'm happy with that. The Taurus, being that stainless finish, really shows the dirt, the blast. It cleaned up just fine and empty. The front of the cylinder was pretty darn black, and left that soak for a little bit. Did use a brush, just a little bit, and wipes right off. Everything else cleaned up really good. Everything's well lubricated. Something to note that I don't think anybody else has talked about yet. I got some on the optic. I mean, it was just spraying it on the pistol. It was going to happen, and cleaned right off with a little bit of alcohol and a Q-tip, and rubbed it clean with the white cotton t-shirt material. So I don't know that anybody else has mentioned it or if it's anybody's concern, but it seems to be safe with the optics. It didn't smear, didn't stick on there and make any problems. So that one cleaned up pretty good, and yeah, it was really a mess. And same thing for the dagger. It was pretty bad, gunked up, lots of crap in there. It cleaned up very well. No issues with the polymer, with the plastic. No issues with the coating on the slide. And again, the optic got some on it, but wiped right off. And you can see that it's on there. There's little bits that are seeping out and through cracks, through holes. It is definitely well lubricated. I'm pleased. I mean, is it the best thing I've ever used before? I'm not going to say that. I mean, there's lots of good stuff, but for a good American company that's doing honest business, I would certainly give them my trade. One more other thing I'll make mention of. When I got done, I mean, my hands had some of the Professor Pew on it. I just wiped them off with a piece of t-shirt material. I haven't washed with soap, and I mean, I can still feel a little bit that something was there, but it's not greasy, it's not sticky. There's no well, doesn't smell. In fact, there's almost no odor to it. I'm not sure what that is, but although it says to use it in a well ventilated place, it seems to be just fine. I'm here in the garage with the door open. Now, something CW mentioned to me in a comment this morning that I guess I could give it a try is what's this going to do to your gun leather if it's getting in contact with it. And this is one of my prototype holsters, so I'm not too terribly concerned about what happens to it, but let's put some on and see what happens. Probably going to discolor it just a little bit, but I mean, sure, can't hurt it. I mean, it's a preservative. It's a plant-based oil, and this is actually vegetable tanned leather. So yeah, let's go ahead and give the whole thing a good dose of it and see what it does, if anything. I mean, I'm certainly not afraid of this. It's not hurting me. It's not stinking up the place. It's getting all over my table. It's all right. It's for society. The spray bottle does overspray quite a bit. I mean, it's not a direct spray pattern. So when you're using it, be aware that it's going to get all over the place. Alright, so, I mean, just initial, it's not hurt anything. It didn't cause any of the wet forming to deform on it. It did change the coloring slightly, but I mean anything that gets a little bit wet is going to change color slightly. I don't think it would be anything bad if it got in contact with your gun leather. I don't know if it's going to make it waterproof or do anything special like that, but so there you go. My review of Professor Pugh CLP. Seems to be a good cleaner, seems to be a good lubricant. As far as protection, I'll leave some of the other folks' videos to give you impressions on that. I mean, it is what it is, and like I say, I'll put this in the description in the bottom, give you some contact information, and seems like a good product, good USA made product. So, thanks a bunch, everybody. Hope you're having a good week.